Everyone, Phi Farley here. It is February 1st. Happy Friday. Short slate NCAA basketball. I got best bet coming to you in 1 second. Probably going to chime in on a couple of these games as I've been breaking them down and may share with you a little bit about Ivy League basketball. But moreover, I'm also going to go through KP and how that would work in my best bet tonight. Just for those who have checked out that other video on how KP works, kind of the fundamentals of it and how to use it as a resource. One thing to note is that it's not the end-all, be-all. It is just another resource that we have. We have Twitter, we have ESPN, we have other outlets, we have, checking local papers as far as inside scoops on some of these smaller schools. And then we have KP as another resource. I have another resource I'm going to give out as well. Not give out, but just talk about as far as tracking lines, tracking betting percentages of the public and sharp bets. I refer to that often, so I think it would be good to get that out there as well, so stay tuned for that. For those of you who are not subscribed, please do so. You can get that video, that content, as well as my daily best bet, NBA, going for 5 straight wins there. NCAA basketball, which has had a great month through January. Good profit there. As well as continuing into February. I mean, things have been really, really good, hitting on all cylinders. You can also check out the Super Bowl bets, sides, totals, props are all in there. So, all right, without further ado, let's talk about this Friday night slate. Because really, I can't wait till Saturday. That's what I have to say about looking at this Friday night slate. If you want to look at the big games, we got Maryland, Wisconsin, revenge factor for Wisconsin at home. I hate the 5. I do like Maryland in that I like them as a team, not necessarily in this spot. My lean was Wisconsin minus the 5, just in because we have revenge and they're a good home team. Maryland, though, has proven themselves in the past. I just don't like the 5. So it was Wisconsin or bust for me, and it's going to be a no play. The other one that we could chime in on, Michigan at Iowa. I did like the Michigan side. In fact, I took them when they were at 3.5. It's now up to 5.5. So, unfortunately, I think a lot of the value is gone at 5.5. If I had a lean, it would be on the Michigan side. But Iowa is a good team, and they're at home. And the Big Ten home court advantage is very real. So, make no mistake about it. The Hawkeyes could end up winning this game outright, even though they completely combusted against Michigan State. So there you go. Those 2 games, I know they're worthy, but I just can't take a side on either one of them because I like my money too much. Now, further, if we want to look into some of the other games, I'm going to tell you Ivy League is very unpredictable. I capped those games and was feeling pretty good about possibly taking Princeton or possibly taking Pennsylvania. But the Ivy League is just so unpredictable. I'm not going to put myself into that corner just because there's a lack of games. But there is one I do like. And unfortunately, I'm going back to the well here because I have faded Buffalo. I want to tell you just one thing. I like Buffalo. I like them as a team. I think they're really good. I think they'll make the tournament. And then I think we're going to end up getting a nice run out of them again like we did last year. That said, I have faded them a couple times in a row, mainly because they can be vulnerable as they lost at Northern Illinois when on the road against another team that's pretty good in the MAC. So here we have Bowling Green, who, by the way, if they beat Buffalo tonight, and I guarantee you they know this, if they beat Buffalo tonight, they will sit alone on top of the MAC conference. They'll be sitting on top of the East. So, this is a big circle game for them. And if you're wondering if they don't know that, they just went to Miami, Ohio and lost, which is in last place in the East. I guarantee you it's because they were looking ahead to this home opportunity against Buffalo. Now, that said, it's not going to last. They may win this outright. It's not going to last. They're going to end up dropping back behind Buffalo by the end of the season. However, in this spot, I look for them to play up and play really, really well. They just had a 10-game winning streak coming into town. They are undefeated at home, Bowling Green is, and we're grabbing 8 points. I'm going to quickly go over to KP and show you what this line should be and where it's at. Not that it's going to make a huge difference. I don't use KP a lot for this game. Buffalo right now is number 18th ranked KP team, and their value is 20.49. 20.49. As we scroll down, we'll find Bowling Green. They're sitting at 107th and 6.19. The difference of those two, 6.19 to the 20.49, about 20.5, is about 14 points. Now give a home court advantage over to Bowling Green, which is fairly significant. We'll at least do 5, if not 6. At 5, that puts it at 9, a 9-point spread. At 6, that puts it at an 8-point spread. This line opened up at 8.5, has been bet down to +8. So that's where I'm grabbing it at, is the +8 side. Just because I like the edge. The one thing I don't like about this, to play the other side, and if you think this is going to happen, stay away or take the other side if you like, but Buffalo could go on big runs. They're very athletic. They have great three-point shooting. They could very well go on a 2-minute run at the very end of this game and cover that 8-point spread. To go a little bit further, I often see teams in Tier 1 losses, Tier 2 losses, or Tier 3 losses, or the other way. Tier 1 wins, Tier 2 wins, Tier 3 wins. I'm going to go over that a little bit later in another video, but what normally is a Tier 1 loss or a Tier 2 loss can quickly be a Tier 3 loss for a team playing Buffalo, in that they could score so many points at the end of the game that instead of having a 5-point win, it quickly becomes a 12-point win. And we had the effects of that, 3 games ago, when Buffalo, 2 games ago against Kent State, I had them plus the 8, and they ended up winning by 9, all in the last 2 minutes. That was a back-and-forth game, very, very close to being a one-shot Tier 1 win for Buffalo. Ended up being a Tier 3 win. So there you go. All that said, Bowling Green plus the 8. That's my play of the day. NCAA basketball best bet going on to tomorrow, hopefully with a victory, because I love Saturday's slate. All right, good luck, everyone, tonight. We'll see you again soon.